Let me tell you a story about a man named Elias, who lived in a small, forgotten village nestled between rolling hills. Elias was not a king or a merchant. He was a simple man, and what little he had, he shared. But times had grown hard. A long drought had withered the crops, and the vibrant marketplace was now just a collection of empty stalls. Elias's pantry, once modestly stocked, now held nothing but dust and echoes. His stomach ached with a hunger that had been his constant companion for days. All he had left in the world was a single, solitary coin. It was small, worn smooth by the hands of many before him. But to Elias, it represented one last meal. One more day of survival. Clutching the coin tightly in his hand, he walked towards the village baker, his mind filled with the image of a warm loaf of bread. The journey felt longer than usual, each step a negotiation between hope and despair. Just as he approached the bakery, its windows fogged with the promise of warmth inside, he saw a figure huddled in the alleyway. It was a stranger, a traveler whose clothes were tattered and whose face was etched with exhaustion and hunger even deeper than Elias's own. The stranger's eyes were closed, a silent plea against the harshness of the world. He shivered, not just from the cold evening air, but from sheer weakness. He hadn't even the strength to beg. Elias stopped. He looked at the coin in his palm, then at the stranger. He thought of the bread, its comforting aroma, the feeling of a full stomach. It was a powerful pull, the most basic instinct for self-preservation. He could walk past, pretend he didn't see him. No one would blame him. After all, he was starving too. But then he looked into the stranger's face again, and he saw not just a stranger, but a reflection of his own suffering, magnified. He saw a fellow human being at the very edge. In that moment, a quiet battle raged within Elias's heart. His own hunger screamed at him, but his compassion whispered louder. Slowly, he walked over to the shivering man. He gently shook his shoulder. The stranger's eyes fluttered open, filled with a weary confusion. Elias didn't say a word. He simply opened the man's hand and placed his last coin into it, closing the man's fingers around it. The stranger's eyes widened, a flicker of disbelief and then immense gratitude lighting up his weary face. He tried to speak, to offer thanks, but only a hoarse whisper escaped. Elias just nodded, a small, sad smile on his lips, and turned away. His footsteps heavy, his stomach now an even emptier cavern. He had given away his last hope. There was nothing left to do but go to his small, cold hut, lie down, and surrender to whatever came next. That night, Elias lay on his cot, the pangs of hunger a sharp, relentless pain. He closed his eyes, not with the peace of sleep, but with the resignation of a man who has given his all. He drifted into a fitful slumber, his dreams filled with feasts he couldn't touch. Suddenly, a gentle knocking at his door startled him awake. Who could it be? At this hour, confused and weak, he stumbled to the door and creaked it open. There was no one there, but on his doorstep, under the soft glow of the moon, was a basket. It was overflowing with fresh, warm bread, ripe cheeses, fruits, and a flask of cool, clean water. It was more food than he had seen in months. Elias looked around, into the silent, empty night, searching for the face of his benefactor. But there was no one. He brought the basket inside, his heart pounding with a mixture of shock and overwhelming gratitude. As he took his first bite of bread, tears streamed down his face. They weren't tears of sorrow, but of profound joy and understanding. He knew, with a certainty that filled his soul, that his act of kindness had not gone unnoticed. It was a powerful reminder that when you give from the heart, especially when you have nothing to spare, the universe, or perhaps God, has a way of giving back. True generosity isn't about giving what you can spare. It's about sharing what you have, even if it's your very last coin. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content. See you next time.